In previous video, we talked about following some simple tips while eating, which would allow us to get the maximum benefits of food and turn it into a useful medicine for the body. In this video, we won't talk about foods that shouldn't be eaten, fast food, sugar, french fries, sausage, and etc. Everyone has enough information about it. First, what is food? Food is a substance to bring the body into balance. What balance? As you know, we have four main elements in nature: water, fire, soil, and air, which are actually the same elements that make up the human body. The human body is made up of the combination of these elements, and when they are in balance in the body, the human is healthy. And when one or more of them are out of balance, the human becomes sick. Therefore, food is a substance to balance these four elements in the body. So, how to choose food plays a fundamental role in the structure and the health of the human body. If the food is delicate and suitable for the human nature, the structure, morals, and subtle thinking will appear in the human. And if the food is rough or difficult to digest, it creates a bad structure and morals in human. In other words, the food consumed by the people of a society plays an essential role in their physical structure, morals, talents, and spirits. So, what is good food? It's a food that is small in volume, high in energy, and easy to digest. Do not neglect to consume these food items. Honey, the king of world foods. Combining honey with any other food increases its effect. For example, if you eat the right figs to treat constipation, if you combine figs with honey, the effect will be much greater and faster. In Quran, the bee is referred to as follows: "And your Lord revealed to the bee that choose your nest from the mountains, trees, and the structures that people build. Then eat of all fruits and the juices of flowers, and follow the paths that your Lord has set for you with ease." From inside their stomachs, a drink with different colors comes out, in which there is healing for people. Surely in this matter, it's a clear sign for the people who think. Olives and figs, which are also shown in the Quran, and they have been mentioned several times. Both have a warm and tender nature. Every day, put some lukewarm water in a cup, add a tablespoon of honey and stir. Then put 5 dried figs in it and leave it for 4 hours, and then eat this mixture. Its least benefit is that cures the most severe constipation, which is the mother of all diseases. Garlic, enemy of infection and cancer. How to consume garlic? Crush a clove of garlic a day and eat it with 2 glasses of lukewarm water, so that your mouth doesn't smell of garlic. Cinnamon and sumac. Always pour some sumac on the meat you eat. Don't stop eating meat. If you don't eat meat for 40 days, the least side effect is that you become immoral. The best and most suitable meat for the human is sheep meat, because it has a warm and tender nature. Forget eating beef, pork, lobster, uncooked fish, dog, cat, and etc. The next ranks are camel meat, turkey, and ostrich, which are useful for humans. Fish meat is good, but it has a cold nature, so it's better to cook it with spices to moderate its coldness. Do not eat chicken, because chicken is known as the pig of birds, which means, like a pig, eats everything that sees, and has a cold nature as well. Broth cooked with mutton is the best and most wisely food, because it's slowly cooked and the properties of all ingredients in it are slowly added to the water, which is turned it into a delicate food. This food is highly absorbable and suitable for all ages. In general, foods such as broth, soup, and stew that are cooked slowly are the best foods and make the work of the stomach easy for digestion. Eat 3 dates a day. In many Arab countries, the incidence of cancer is low due to the high consumption of dates and olives. Include chickpeas in your meals. The easiest way to consume it is to eat cooked chickpeas. In this case, eat a handful of them with raisins a day. Raisins are the only sweet food that are not harmful to teeth. Eat 21 currants a day because currants are antidepressant, help to strengthen the nervous system, help to relieve fatigue, and improve the function of the heart. Boil the water and drink it when it cools down. You don't need to drink 8 glasses of water a day. You should drink water whenever you feel thirsty. Cold water is the enemy of the stomach and liver. When cold water enters the stomach, it takes its heat and warmth, and the cold stomach is the home of disease. Tea has no nutritional value. It's better to drink coffee instead of tea. Do not eat cheese for breakfast. The worst time to eat cheese is in the morning. Eat cheese for dinner and with walnuts, which is a great combination, especially for brain. If you want to skip a meal, skip lunch. Eat a full breakfast and eat dinner at the beginning of the night, so that after dinner it's 3.5 hours before you sleep. Don't worry, there is no harm in skipping lunch, but diseases such as high blood pressure can be cured by skipping it. Never skip dinner. Even if you are too poor that you have nothing to eat, drink water as dinner. In situations like parties where several types of food are served, choose one type of food and eat it. Try not to eat different foods together. Eat a very small amount of salt before and after the meal. Salt prevents germs and viruses from entering the mouth and digestive system, or destroys them if they are present. The amount of this salt is very low, less than 1 gram per day, so don't worry about increasing blood pressure. Salt is the best, the most immediate, the most effective, the most uncomplicated, the most available, and at the same time, the cheapest medicine in the world for preventing infection in the digestive system and body. Almonds. Almonds are natural multivitamins. Eat 40 almonds a day. Do not eat peeled almonds because they've lost their properties. Buy almonds with shells, break the shells yourself, and then eat them. The same goes for walnuts, hazelnuts, pistachios, and other nuts. If you have trouble chewing almonds, put 40 almonds with a glass of water and a spoonful of honey in a blender and let it mix completely. Then drink this potion. Do you think that the ancient soldiers and warriors took herds of livestock with them to feed them in wars that sometimes lasted for several years? No, their main food was almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, raisins, sesame, and other grains and dried fruits. Look at oleanders as effective medicine and not as an edible seed. The most severe arthritis can be cured by eating 21 pieces of oleander a day. The fleshy pulp of oleander grows the human meat, its skin grows the human skin, and its core grows the human bone. Have you noticed that it is not easy to remove industrial vegetable oils from kitchen tiles? Sometimes it's necessary to use a palette knife or a utility knife to remove them from the tiles. Just do exactly the same thing with the veins in the body and cause them to be blocked. Try use sesame oil or olive oil or sheep fat oil instead of vegetable oils. Among the fruits, use 4 fruits more. Apple, which is better to eat one a day 40 minutes before breakfast. Pomegranate is a blood and liver purifier and useful for skin and hair. Grapes, which are produce fresh blood, soften the intestines, useful for pregnant mothers and are quickly absorbed by the body. And quince, which is an antidepressant. If you don't like its taste, you can cut it into thin layers and dry it in the sun and then use it as tea. At the end, I would like to remind you that if we eat enough food and do not overeat, many diseases will not occur. Also, any food that is chewed well until it's completely mixed with saliva acquires medicinal properties.